I decided to do this reaction because I kept seeing Black Americans responding to the ending of the temporary protection status for Hades or Haitians. Some of them just like was right on point. All of them are on point. Some of them just had me rolling. And I'm not laughing at what is going on with the Haitians. Let's get it right. I'm laughing at the arrogance and the disrespect they showed us. And now they think we're supposed to run to their aid. But one of the videos that I'm going to play, she said, you know how you guys keep saying you work harder than us? You know, it's all of them. Damn near every immigrant group who come here, they say the same lame thing, right? She said, but you know what? Maybe your status protection is ending because you didn't work hard enough. You guys just weren't working hard enough. I'll be back. Hey everyone, thank you for returning. Those who have returned, newcomers, you're welcome. Yeah, let's talk about this. So you guys, I'm sure you're aware that these people, these Haitians have so much vitriol, anger, and I guess hatred, I don't know, towards us. And I'm like, damn, we didn't even do anything. But you know what I've been saying in the privacy of my home and to whoever I talk to, I said, you know why they're upset? You know why all these immigrants and not just Haitians and Africans are upset with us? Because they know we hold more power, who think they have power. They know we do. They know that if we stood up and spoke out against this, they know it would stop. Or begin to stop and lessen. But by us sitting back, not saying anything, and for good reasons, because we do have dignity, they're pissed off because they know we have more power than the ones who think they have the power. So it's like a game of manipulation. 1 minute we ain't nothing, we ain't ish, and this, that, and the other, and we got a country that we can go back to. You know all the things they say about us. Next minute is, why aren't you guys helping? Why are you guys are the ones who are holding up progress. You guys are the ones who are this. You guys are the ones who are that. You remember in 2021, remember when they were rounding up Haitians? They were doing things I've never seen them do to any other immigrant. Lighter immigrants, Hispanic, what have you, Asians. And I was like, wow, they were going after these Haitians like they were on the plantation. Like they were slaves that escaped the plantation. I was like, oh, that is so dehumanizing. I was upset. Of course, this is before I did social media. But I was all over social media putting my 2 cents in. Like, this is racist. I've never seen them do this to Hispanics. Blah, 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 blah. And of course, this is before I found out that people were talking reckless about us. So of course, after I found out, I was like, ugh. And I was standing up for them. You would think that after this, and then I'm going to give you a little background about how often or how many times America has actually fought to keep Haitians out of this country. But then you see how they act when they come here, right? Whiteness can't do no wrong. Black, stand back because y'all ain't nothing. You know, that's the attitude they have. But anyway, I did not, even with them being humiliated like that, rounded up like they were slaves escaping the plantation, they still come over here in the line with whiteness. It is crazy, right? And the problem is this. The reason why they come over here talking the way they do about us is I keep telling y'all, it's envy and jealousy. because they were fed a bunch of lies about us. And then when they come over here and see how we're living, they come over here and see what kind of influence we have, not just in this country, but around the world. They come over here and they learn how much spending power we have when their countries probably have like about $5 spending power, you know. They find out all this about us, and it just makes them green with envy. And then that's when they start like, oh, we got something over Black Americans. We actually have a country that we can go back to anytime. But in their hearts, they're saying, no, the hell I don't want to. So then they start, you know, they boast and brag down low, it's a dig at us. But we're sitting there looking at them like, this is our country. What do you not get? Even white racists know this is not their country. That's why they wouldn't dare look at us and try to deport us. They already know. They've been deporting you guys for decades in this country and never touched us. That's because they know more than what your dumb ass know. I am an American citizen, and so are my people before me. Pretty soon, America is going to have to tell the truth. And I'm glad I will not be caught up in that crossfire. Because when it comes out, and the way you guys been acting towards us, oh my God. Okay, let me read a little bit about the history between Haitians and America and how they repeatedly tell Haitians to get the F back while letting everybody else in, even Africans. The United States rejected Haitian immigrants or migrants arriving in the country are intercepted at sea tens of thousands of times across multiple decades. So for multiple decades, they've been telling you to get back. Before the first temporary protection status was granted in 2010, even when they had that in place, they still didn't want y'all here in 21. When they was rounding you up like you guys was running away from a plantation. But you have short memories, okay? I see that. The U.S. carried out several massive rejection, interdictions, and deportation campaigns in the 70s through the 80s. Exclusions. The U.S. Immigration and Naturalization Services established a program in 1978 to expel Haitian asylum applicants as rapidly as possible, resulting in over 4,000 rapid deportations. Authorized by President Reagan in 81, the U.S. Coast Guard stopped, boarded, and repatriated Haitian boats without screening the passengers. Between 81 and 91, nearly 25,000 Haitians were interdicted at sea and returned, with only 28 permitted to enter and process asylum claims. Following the 1991 coup in Haiti, the U.S. Coast Guard intercepted over 34,000 Haitian immigrants, Haitian migrants, in a 6-month span. Tens of thousands of these migrants were detained at Guantanamo Bay and ultimately returned to Haiti, with then President George H.W. Bush later authorizing the Coast Guard to turn back ships directly. I can imagine what they did at QB. I can imagine because you know they've been doing this sex trafficking for decades, centuries, you know? And when they take you guys to prisons like this and there's no way to identify you because we don't know who came from where, when you came, you guys, that's why I say it's a dangerous thing when you guys come over here to this country, because there's no way to identify you. Your family don't know where you are, where you went, and then we don't know anything. They can traffic anyone out of every group and no one would be the wiser. Only the people involved. So you guys be putting your life on the, not just putting your lives in danger doing the hectic, horrific crossing to get here, but these authorities, these people that work with authorities and do trafficking. You think these politicians aren't involved? How do you think they're able to do it so long under the radar? Because they travel all the time, campaigning, business arrangements and deals and conferences, so they can They can go under the radar and no one would know that they're trafficking people. Let's get on with the first reaction video I'm gonna show you. Okay, I want to show you guys this video right quick of this young man pointing out how so many people cosplay us, as they say, but then talk crazy about us at the same time. It's absolutely mind-boggling. Check this out.
It was temporary.
Shout out to the Africans for finally admitting the quiet part out loud. So much for African Americans not having any culture. Y'all know exactly who to dress like and who to talk like and who y'all want to be like. One thing for sure, nigga, you ain't never gonna hear a black person being like, my biggest flex is that I'm African American, but I look African. Cause I guarantee you, boy, we can tell y'all all African, gang. Don't nobody think that. I don't know who told y'all that. Lame ass niggas, bro. And y'all be swearing that we the most divisive motherfuckers, but y'all be the ones criticizing us, but then cosplay us up.
The mind games are unreal. Unreal. That's just like somebody come to your house, they are so envious and jealous of your house, and they gonna nitpick, find any little thing they can point out and drag, and in the meantime they're hating that they don't have a house like you. Okay, let's go on, folks.
It was temporary. You got temporary protected status. Temporary, as in not permanent, meaning for a period of time. What are we, guys, I don't get what we're all up in arms about. You guys were never citizens. You had time to get your citizenship. You had time to get your paperwork. You had time to get everything in order. And you didn't believe what the government told you. And that's on you. See, you thought that there was going to be some other law, something else that was passed to help you stay here, continue to benefit off our system. No, this administration stands on business. So, with that being said, stop ostracizing Black Americans, because key word in Black Americans, we are actual citizens. This is our country. This is our land. And now you expect for us to stand up for you guys when the government was very clear that you had temporary status. 15 plus years. Oh, but I had kids and now what am I going to do? You had 15 years. And in that time, you can't tell me that your life is not better than it was? No, but remember also, you guys are so quick to make sure you differentiate yourself between I'm Haitian and I'm not Black American. No, I'm Haitian. I'm not Black. I'm Haitian. Well, good. Go back home and live in Haiti.
Mama, you are Black American.
You're damn right, and heavy on the American.
You're not better than us.
What you're not gonna do is try and drag a fellow patriot.
You fucking not better than us.
Are you mad because you gotta take your ass home?
Listen, you open your eyes and open your heel to heel.
I'll humor you, but let's be clear. I'm not too fond of non-Americans in American business.
They fucking hate you too.
Who? The law? The Constitution?
You know why? Because your skin is black.
Respectfully, this is why y'all need to take your asses home. Stay out of American business. Ready, salute.
This next clip is of a Dominican who is explaining or reiterating how they feel about Haitians, and, you know, just check her out. Listen to her.
Let me send a quick message to the FBAs of the Black Americans. How y'all doing, baby boys and girls? See, now you understand what the fuck the Dominican people's going through, right? In the Dominican Republic. Now you understand. Now you get it. Now you know that it's not about color. See what happened? You see how a bitch in the ass right now? Haitians built America. Oh, Black Americans this, Black Americans that. You see what the fuck we're saying? Now they're calling Black Americans xenophobic, prejudice. Shit, these motherfuckers is calling y'all racist for trying to protect and preserve your identity. And it's like we've been trying to tell y'all, like we've been told y'all. As soon as you tell these motherfuckers no, they start throwing false allegations. They start to accuse you of being racist. They start to be disrespectful. They're very demanding. They get entitled. Like, we've been told y'all this. But then all y'all do is call us racist. Now look at that. Now y'all the racist. Oh my God.
Are you going to ruin this fucking moment?
I absolutely have to.
What in the Bobby fucking Johnson?
Caribbean History Month, done. TPS, over with. So now that you understand that we are not the same, you will start to understand that our history is not your history, okay? Y'all were getting very big and bold, talking about how y'all founded America, damn near, basically. And just to find out that a simple order and a simple signature can get you up out of here. And that's not the same for Black Americans. That's not the same for FBA, and y'all hate us for it. Now you're sitting here crying that you have to leave this country, that you have to leave your kids behind, and all this stuff that we've already been over is falling on deaf ears. We do not care. And it's not on us to care because we tried to give you your moment and you decided to shit on us. So in doing so, this is the repercussions. Don't ask us for shit, okay? I'm from Miami, as I said. I'm surrounded by nothing but people from the Caribbean, the West Indies, the islands, South America. All of them are right here. So why is it that everybody has an opinion about blacks, but y'all are the main people that can get deported in a blink of an eye and a snap of a finger? I need to hear from the people that was, oh, we're all black, we need to come together. I want to hear from you guys because y'all are the main ones that want to vouch for people who don't like us, who work against us. You wanted to vouch for those people. So now that you can't be here, are you still willing to take the side of people that weren't here for the struggle of Black Americans, but also want to co-opt our civil rights movement? Are you still going to speak up for those people? Because when Black Americans wanted to do that for them, they spit in our face. So now you're understanding why we can't just come together because we're not the same as you. So you need to acknowledge that first and stop trying to put us under the umbrella of Pan-Africanism. We're all the same because Haitians had the French Revolution before we ever had a revolt. Now you're understanding the difference. Now you're understanding what birthright citizenship really is. So again, would you like to run that back? Because during Caribbean History Month, y'all was talking a lot of shit. During Essence Fest, you're still talking shit. And it's already evident that you're not going to be here very long. So wrap it up. But here's your chance. Go ahead and drop your best one in my comments.
The next clip I'm going to play, this woman is, Black American woman, is reacting to something, I believe she's Haitian, has to say. You know, of course, to us. And then when they talk this way, reckless, foolish, and ignorantly, it's amazing that they actually sit back and wonder why we're not using ourselves, our intellects, our resources, and our body as their protection, our protective shield to fight for them in our country. Check this out.
What's your problem? You realize that you treat your slave masters that have enslaved you for centuries better than you're now treating the Haitians. Why are you so mad at them? Because they came here and they work hard to achieve the things that they have while you lazy fucks sat on the farewell welfare system because your grandmother, mama, and everybody else was brought up on it. The people just want to know.
So sis went on a really hostile rant in her full clip, which was almost 5 minutes. I only took like a little bit of that segment because that's really the gist of what she's trying to say. But let me just respond very quickly. I understand that you're emotional. I understand that this is a tough situation to be in. I understand that there's probably some people making trolling comments and saying things that are inappropriate. But this concept that Black Americans are just living on welfare is just a fallacy. I mean, I just looked up Google and 53% of Haitians are living on a major government assistance program to this very day. So we're 50% of our population is not on welfare, right? So, you know, I'm not really sure where this jealousy is that you think that we have for you, and that goes for any migrant population. I don't really know. You don't have anything that we want. You don't have anything that we can't get, okay? If you really want to flex, then the real flex will be fixing your country. The real flex will be, since you have your own plot of land that is really for you, to actually fix that and actually make that into a paradise for you and your people, right? The real flex is not leaving your shit and then coming to somebody else's shit and trying to make a life in somebody else's shit that was already built up and that's already set up for you to succeed in whatever way you see fit.
I'm convinced that somebody put this in their head to say, you know, we built this country. You've been here, you know, I already gave you guys the history of how America rejects them and rejected them, right? So you weren't here that long. When they allowed you to come here in 2010, you weren't here that long. So how could you be here, come here in 2010 legally and build this country? Who got you guys saying this, making you look like clowns? And they told you to stand on it. So when they come and they try to deport you, you tell them that you work harder than those niggers is called Black Americans, and you guys actually built this country. Do not deter from the script, okay? You keep saying you built this country. Maybe they might listen, maybe they might not. Check this out.
So the TPS situation, I spoke on it about the fact that 350,000 and 6,000 Haitians and 6,000 Syrians have to go back home. And I'm going to say to the Haitians who are protesting and fighting and upset, and some of them are crying and just really upset what they told ethnic Americans, what they told us as indigenous foundational people, that you guys just have to work harder. Apparently, you didn't work as hard, you didn't work hard enough, and that's why the TPS is being rolled back. You just didn't work really hard. Also, you're not victims. So I don't think you should, protest. I don't think you should be crying because you said you don't complain. You say you don't complain and you're not victims. So I think you should stop complaining. I think you should stop doing all these interviews. I think you should stop going on news, interviewing about what's going on with you because you're not victims and you don't complain. Remember what you told us? Remember what you told us? Stop being victims and stop complaining. And the fact that if we just worked hard, everything would be fine. Well, you're not victims. You shouldn't be complaining. Just work harder. You got rejected because you didn't work hard enough. And we just don't want to hear you complaining and crying because you're not victims. We're just tired of you acting like victims when you're not victims. Can you please stop being victims? Please stop complaining all the time. Gosh, it's just like all you guys do is complain. I mean, you had all this time to get your citizenship. And you had all this time to get your citizenship. You had all this time for your country to get together. Like, why don't you just get it together? Why didn't you just become a citizen? I just don't understand. It's just weird. It's just weird that you guys are complaining and victims and you just should have worked hard. If you worked hard, they would have kicked you out.
This next clip is what I call Homeboy played the victim. He played the victim very well. It's like I said, the projection is just so unbelievable. And they can't, I'm going to keep stressing. And the majority of us who talk about this issue with these immigrants, especially the ones who have the color that we have, they came to this country and aligned with whiteness and let whiteness know we are not like them. We have culture. We have our own country. We're better than these people you call Black Americans. We work hard. We will not give you grief. You want us to tie your shoes? We'll do it for you. No complaints. So when we saw the get down, we was like, okay, go and do you. You'll learn quickly that these people don't value loyalty. They're going to kick you to the curb. Ain't nothing we going to do to help you. So I even shared my experience that I had with a whole Haitian guy on one of these videos I did some time ago. But yeah, I was working on a project and I was gathering up some folks to help me. And this guy, I didn't know he was Haitian, and I did stress that I was a little disappointed when I found he was Haitian because I started learning how gritty and dirty and raunchy these people were talking about us. So I wanted to have someone who's Black American help. So anyway, he kept telling me how his he didn't keep telling me. We got into a conversation one day, and he said it. He said that his mom told him to stay away from Black Americans. I said, why? He said, because she said that we're angry. And I sat there and paused for a minute. He heard the pause. He felt the pause. It was a pregnant pause. I said, we're angry. And I'm like, the pot trying to call the kettle black in our country. You gonna say we're angry. Okay. And I'm not saying that's not true. I'm not saying that's why I keep warning these racists and these people that want to start a war. You coming up against hundreds of years of fury. Not just the fury that you guys caused after slavery, but the fury that was buried in the soil from our ancestors that you put in chains and did the most diabolical things to. Meaning you don't want this smoke. So I said, hold up. You guys come from Hades. And with all the things, the natural disasters and the way they treat Haitians and your country, you're not angry? Matter of fact, it seemed like you guys would be more angrier than us. He said, yeah, that's what I say all the time to her. So I was like, when he's told me that, it just solidified my stance against immigrants. Like, you guys have the nerves. Now check out what this guy said.
Not too long ago, I made a video describing my experience as a Haitian American male growing up in this country and how it wasn't like it is today where the culture is embraced and loved. You were actually ridiculed for it, especially by other African Americans.
Here we go with the
Mind you, I want to state that it wasn't all of them, but it did happen, and a lot of Haitian millennials can relate to this experience. I got a rebuttal video from somebody within the African American community, world's smallest violin, disregarding my experience. It's fine, all well and good, right? But what I find very, very interesting is this TPS situation has really proved my point, and has proved me right in regards to people within the foundation of Black Americans community, their approach towards Haitians and how they are celebrating them being deported to a country that is not stable economically or politically. They are celebrating the fact that a lot of Haitian lives are going to be ruined. But they want to talk about Black empowerment when y'all are the biggest obstacle to Black empowerment.
Really?
You're celebrating Haitians being deported, bro. As if we don't have as much a right to this country as you do.
See, now that part right there. Did this man really get up here and say Black Americans are the biggest obstacle to Black empowerment? Did he just get up here and say that? When Black Americans are literally the reason why Black people are on a world stage globally. Black Americans' inventions, innovations, creations, technology, science, art, cultural influence. We literally coined the term Black and I'm proud. And we're the biggest obstacle to Black empowerment. This is very rich coming from people that would me no Black, me no Black. Coming from the very people that, oh, y'all don't have no culture. Y'all don't know where y'all from. We don't eat slave food. Dirty Black American. You see how now that it's like a couple of Black Americans that's probably saying, all right, bye, go home. And they're literally blanket statementing all of us under that umbrella. Yet when there was a few Haitians coming out, calling us dirty, saying we ain't got no culture, and they don't eat slave food, they was crying up and down the comments, talking about, oh, don't say, oh, that's not all of us. That's not all of us. But when it comes to us, we don't get the same grace.
It's quite a few things that stood out to me. It was like, for one, why are we always mentioned in this nonsense? Two, why is this our concern? We didn't do it. We didn't cause it. Three, where are the Pan-Africans? Why, when they're upset with mainly us, why aren't they mentioning Pan-Africans? Where are the Pan-Africans who are fighting against us? Where are the videos, Pan-Africans? Where are the videos? Also, he said that Black Americans are celebrating. And I'm sure they are, because some Black Americans can be very petty for good reasons. Because you guys were over here celebrating when you were taking advantage of our resources, when you were taking advantage of the roads and the paves that our people built before us, and then mocking us and taunting us. So, of course, they're going to give it back to you. What's the saying? If you can't stand the heat, stay out the kitchen. So if you cannot stand getting back what you gave, you should have thought about it when you gave it. Also, I'm not sitting here rejoicing. Actually, truth be told, I think it's messed up that they're being sent back to a country that is in disrepair, dire straits. I think it's messed up, but what I think is more messed up is how you guys had 30-something years. And I'm not just talking about them being here for TPS. I'm talking about in general. You immigrants had years, decades, to generations to link with us so that we could build something great. We could have built something great. But you guys chose to connect with whiteness and you don't like the end results. But let's not forget, or let's not think, Black Americans, that if it was the other way around, these people would literally be having parties in the street celebrating that we getting kicked up out of here. Don't think they are above that. Trust. Now let's continue.
So let me get this right. Under your temporary protective status, you had anchor babies. Not only did you do that, but in the 15 to 20 years that you've been here, you built America or United States. I'm kind of confused on how Haitians really think that you built any part of this country. You guys came here after a flood. That was like 15 years ago. So you have hundreds of thousands, via your words, of children that were born here because you never really planned on going back. You got EBT, food stamps, WIC. You got housing, Section 8. You got medical. You got all of those things. And probably some of you got to open up restaurants or corner stores. You guys were never planning on going back. And the operative word being temporary. It was for the safety, as if those current events are no longer going.
I'm going to add the video afterwards or at the end of this so you guys can watch it and come to your own conclusion, because now it's unjust. Now everything, because you were never planning to leave. You wanted to stay on that temporary protected status and gain all or garner all those benefits.
Now, this next guy is advocating for Haitians to receive reparations. He's saying Haitians, you should be tired of going around the world to different countries and being humiliated, which I don't understand how they're humiliated. I mean, when it's time to go, it's time to go, right? But anyway, he was advocating for them to get reparations. And I just think about, have you guys ever heard of Haitians advocating for reparations? I know the Jamaicans are doing it. Caribbeans are doing what they have, CARICON or CAPICON. They have that organization where they're advocating for reparations, but then they tell us stop begging. What? Damn, anybody explain this mentality? It's like, we go to the grocery store, they go to the grocery store, but when we go to the grocery store, they come tunt and talk crazy. It's just crazy. But anyway, I'm not even a hater. It's like, go on and get yours. If you know this other countries owe you for unpaid labor and whatever else they did to you guys, go get yours. I would love for you guys to be hardcore advocates for reparations for yourself. Then maybe you would stay out of our business. And then you can demand that your people who are in our American politics can go back to your country, use the skills and tools that they learned, gathered over here, and put it to work in your country and get what's yours. In the infamous words of Kamala Harris, get yours. Don't be a hater. Just go get what's yours. And like I said, and many of us say, stay out of our business. Just like we're staying out of your business when it comes to this TPS. Check this out.
France needs to pay back reparations money to the people of Haiti. President of France, Emmanuel Macron, you need to pay the Haitian people reparations. You understand? Obviously, you can see the U.S. is about to end temporary protective status for the people of Haiti, right? Which will lead to a severe humanitarian crisis. Haitian people and Syrian people. And I'm here to speak up for the people of Haiti. You dig what I'm saying? They're pushing around Haitians like a Walmart shopping cart, back and forth, back and forth. That's what's happening. I think it's a good time for people to start talking about reparation money from France. You dig? And not just France, but also England and these other countries who hold people in the Caribbean reparation money. It's the time to pay now. Start paying, pay the people pay the reparation money so they don't have to come to America and get embarrassed, right? And treated like crap by American politicians and white supremacists in America. Taught down to like trash in America. Give them their money. Give them their reparation checks so that they can stay in their home and live a happy and healthy life and don't have to travel to Europe, America, Canada, and none of these places and be treated as second-class citizens, get told they're hated by the president of the country, right? And taught down to like trash and garbage.
You know what's so crazy right now? The comments I've been getting when I made a video, these folks, especially the white liberal, think I'm supposed to give a Haitian and the TPS. Man, I am an American citizen. I'm not Haitian. I'm not on TPS. Just because we have the same skin color, I'm a little bit browner than most of them, but still, that doesn't make us the same race. I am not black and brown. I'm not a person of color, and I'm not African American. I am a foundational black American who was born in the United States. I'm not Somalis. I'm not Haitian. I'm not Jamaican. I was born and raised in the United States. My parents are foundational black Americans. These white liberals all over the internet said, what are you talking about? Y'all black and brown. I'm not fucking black and brown. I'm a black American. When I fought for this country, I didn't fight for Africa. So I'm not an African American. I am a black American. A proud American. Just because I look like some of the Haitians, it doesn't mean a fucking thing, man. Temporary means temporary. And that's all to it. Haitians, how y'all doing? Huh? Pray for Haitians, Syrians, and other immigrants affected by the recent Supreme Court ruling. Pray hand. Haitian flag, Haitian flag. Her name Maureen. That's funny. That's my aunt's middle name is Maureen. But yeah, family, pause to read if you need to. I slowed down, so you don't necessarily need to pause if you don't need to, but you can pause to read if you need to. Boy, they are feeling it. Please help block any of the white people. The white people y'all love so dearly. I'm gonna take a seat on this one. White people y'all love so dearly. I'll be one family. Is it they saying block them? Because remember, they were the good Negroes. They don't bark back and bulk back. Huh? They do what they're told. They keep their heads down and they're so prayerful. And they don't ever. I'm praying for Black Americans. That's right. That's what we're doing. They don't ever challenge anything. That's the reason why we can't get success, because there is no racism. 300,000 Haitians. That's a nice little number for y'all to go back and build up your homeland. And a few thousand Syrians, that's a handful. That's kind of low key, disrespectful, if you ask me. However, it's not my issue. I'm foundational Black American. So I hail from a sharecropper here in Texas. Well, I'm not in Texas right now, but I hail from the sharecroppers.
It's hilarious that y'all trying to make it seem like Black Americans are beefing with Haitian people. No one's beefing with no fucking Haitian people, you know what I'm saying? There's literally compilations of y'all dogging Black Americans. There's literally videos of y'all being in the same room with Black Americans, still dogging Black Americans, and Black Americans not saying anything crazy back to you, but just trying to defend their culture. Y'all will see videos of multiple people dogging Black Americans and hopping in these comment sections and full on agree with these people. You know what I'm saying? So and then when Black American people say, okay, well, I guess it's just us Black Americans and no one else, y'all want to be like, what happened to unity? That unity been broken.
Why is it that when every minority starts to go through some type of problems in America, they always get mad at Black Americans? It's like number one in the handbook for them. Y'all got all this heat for us, but not for the people who are doing this. It's not Black Americans who are ending the TPS for Haitians. Y'all making videos about Black Americans. Why are y'all not helping us? Why are y'all quiet? Oh, y'all nuts, y'all don't mess with us, but y'all are cosplaying Black American culture. Like, I don't get it. It's kind of insane, right? This is what you call delusion. It's 100% delusion. You come into this country and you think that, hey, we can fit in if we get on our knees for the white people. And what do most white people hate? Black Americans. They hate Black people, so we're going to hate Black people. We're going to fit in. Every minority group does this. They all come here for a better life. They want to be close to the white people, so they'll start to hate Black Americans. And then when the white people finally look at them and be like, hey, we had enough of your support, we're going to send you back to where you came from. That is the playbook every single time. A lot of y'all came here, and still to this day, follow that blueprint. Talk down on Black Americans. Oh, you're lazy, you're dirty, this, that, and the third. But when y'all get kicked out, it's like, yo, where are the Black American support? That's delusional.
To the Haitians that are losing their TPS status here in the United States, don't look at this as a bad thing. Look at it as an opportunity to go home and build your country. Y'all are some of the most hardworking people here in the United States, right? Y'all have come here with little to nothing, built businesses, created wealth, bought homes, all the stuff, right? Y'all have money. Once y'all sell those homes you can't take with you, if you're not shipping your vehicles back home, go ahead and sell them, stack y'all money, get together 10, 20 families, pool y'all money together. Go home, buy some property, make a resort, make people want to come visit Haiti. Go home and get into your own government and beautify the country that you love. Like, don't be sad about it. Don't beg these people who don't want you in their home to stay here. Like, take all your wealth that you have made and created here being hardworking individuals in the United States, take that back home, rebuild, get into the government, change things at home. And that way you can slap the United States in the face. You can slap everybody in the face here that were doubting you, who were saying you were not the most hardworking people in America and, you didn't build any real wealth. Show them. Show everybody how much you got in you, how strong you are, how strong-willed you are. Don't look at this as a bad thing. Look at it as an opportunity. To the Haitians that are losing their TPS status here in the United States.
Man, so TPS is over with for you Haitians. And you on this damn app acting like the damn raging Cajun at us because we don't give a about y'all going home. You and them loud ass motherfucking walking dogs. Because we gonna continue to stand on business and make sure that you get the fuck up out of here. Y'all got to go home. You can feel how the fuck you want to feel. What I find funny is y'all getting kicked out of everywhere you flip-flopped your way to. You getting kicked out of Dominican Republic? They kicking your ass out of the Bahamas. They kicking your ass out of Jamaica. Where else they kicking y'all? Turk and Caicos, they kicking y'all ass out. They kicking y'all ass out in Brazil. And I'm gonna tell you why they kicking y'all ass out. Because you're too fucking arrogant. You got too much fucking dip on your chip. You fucking entitled. You got big smoke for everybody but your fucking self. What you need to do is look in the mirror and go home and fix your fucking homeland.
Wow. He had me working. I was trying to slice out as many colorful words as possible, but we got your point, brother, loud and clear. This next guy, he is giving his people game, trying to game the system, and people in the comments was like, dude, this not gonna work. It's not gonna work. Just go home. I said, I'm gonna report you, dude. It's like, damn. It's like when you know you're not welcome, but you still try to stay. Like, you don't have no kind of dignity. Like, you know what? Let's go, because you're not gonna be humiliating me like this. I guess they don't apply to them. People were also saying, you're giving the government your game. You just telling them what you're gonna do. And he was like, well, they the one created it. It's something they created. I'm like, but if you feel that way, you feel like you're not giving up game and what you're doing is not, cannot backfire on you. Why are you on video with a mask on? A whole ski mask. Check this out.
This video is for all the Haitians on TPS and the Syrians on TPS who want to remain in the country. I got a way that you could go ahead and avoid getting deported. And here it is right here. So first of all, you need an EAD, an employment authorization document, so that you can get your work visa so that you can work in the United States. The official application is called I-765, Application for Employment Authorization. If you have Haitian relatives on TPS who are facing the threat of getting deported, please have them go ahead and file that form. Go fill out that application right now. It doesn't matter if TPS already started. They are not going to be able to deport 350,000 people in one day. You still have a chance. Spread this video, spread the message. This video is for all the Haitians on TPS and the Syrians on TPS who want to remain in the country. I got a way that you could go ahead and avoid getting deported. And here it is right here. So first of all, you need an EAD, an employment authorization document, so that you can get your work visa so that you can work in the United States. The official application is called I-765, Application for Employment Authorization.
It's so crazy how they talk out both sides of their neck. 1 minute is we have a home to go to, our country is so beautiful. Next minute, you guys are fighting teeth and nails not to go home. It's like, which one is it? Just be honest. Stop being so damn prideful. I think their pride comes from them fighting the war and winning, their freedom. Okay, but look where you are. What have you guys done since to fight for your freedom? It's like, come on.
I hate having to differentiate between my people because when Haitians got over here, they thought they was all that, honey. Talking about Americans ain't got no culture. Y'all did it out of baby. Let me tell you something. Don't cry now because your ass was over here on the TPS. That means it was temporary. I don't know why you come over here and build a family. Why you have babies over here and stuff that you're going to be over here forever when the paper told you clearly that it was temporary. That one day you going to, just because it was a little clause that said that you had a baby that here, it might be a United States citizen, but when you go back home with your mama, she still got to go back to Haiti. Okay, whether that's separate families or not. So that's the chance you take when you come over here temporary like that, and then lay down and put roots down like it's a permanent. So I'm kind of mad about it because y'all had too much to say about American people.
Told you. I told you. It's like you guys didn't realize that one day all those things you guys were saying about us, those reckless, racist talking points, was gonna come back and bite y'all in the ass. Y'all didn't think it through. Not one time. Like, ooh, maybe we might need Black Americans one day. Just never. Just never. Okay. Well, now you're getting a clear understanding as to why we out. The consensus is you guys wrote a check that your behind could not cash.
I can't do Americans. I need somebody with culture. I'm sorry.
Whatever. You Americans, just your non-cultured ass. Y'all don't even say nothing and go eat.
Dirty Black American?
Wait, what?
Huh? I did. A dirty Black American. I sure did. Because that's what y'all are.
I'm Black. I don't like this. Like, why are you telling me I have to do this because I'm Black when it's been already pointed out that I'm Haitian? Why do I now have to submit to this idea of being Black? That makes absolutely no sense to me. And that's what you don't get. A lot of our
Black Americans came here on a slave boat for slavery in America. You know, when you Black them back on that slave boat to Africa and go look for which country in Africa you came from.
What kills me is y'all got y'all bald-headed ass over here. No clean drinking water, no bathing water, no food. Running from a refugee looking ass over here and then became better than us. See, that's what you get. Yeah, you bitch that come and got them quick weeds and then the nigga got his first pair of Jordans, all that. Then you thought you was born in the USA.
Hello, President Trump. I'm Haitian. You know what I'm saying? You need fucking move your shit, Ambassador in Haiti. You know what I'm saying? Haitian, I don't play. I don't have problem. Whatever Haitian want to go Haiti. You need move your shit, Ambassador in Haiti. Fuck you, bitch.
Do they have IHOP in Haiti? I don't think they got IHOP in Haiti. Haitians, I don't know why you're making me do this.
Now, this last clip, this young man is saying something I'm surprised someone actually said in public on social media. I've been having this discussion amongst my people for years. I said that, okay, first of all, America, palm-colored folks have a history of doing witchcraft, but they try to act like they're so above it and don't do it, right? In private, in public, they act that way. How do you think they've been able to do the things they've been doing for centuries against us? You really think it's their intelligence or strength? Come on now. This young man is saying something that I've been saying for years. And then a loved one kept telling me that they were told, or they saw a video where somebody was talking about how Jamaican women pray against Black Americans. And then Black American men. And then just look at all the people they allow to come over here. They are deep into their rituals, their beliefs, whatever it may be, witchcraft, black magic, whatever they say is a part of their culture. They brought the people over here who have such a disdain towards us. And listen to how he break it down. Check it out.
What if they're going home because their magic on us isn't working anymore? Because I really feel like the only reason why the Haitians were allowed over here is to perform magic on us. Because why would the US allow them to come over here and they couldn't colonize, them? It's like they saw their magic, they saw their power and thought, hey, why not come over here? We see how you're living, Why not come over here? You can come over here, live with us, but as long as you perform magic and do rituals for us. And since they can no longer do rituals and spells on us with their magic, it's time to go home.